As we step onto our mats, let us center our thoughts. We start with butterfly, which is a great posture for opening up the thighs, hamstrings, as well as around the core stomach area, just beneath the navel. Taking deep breaths as we find our correct posture, and mainly focusing on keeping our back straight, and from there seeing how far it is that we decide to sink in the posture. Definitely your breath will tell you how far you can go. Gently bring ourselves back to neutral. We begin doing windshield wipers and just having our legs at a 90-degree angle from the knees, being perpendicular between the calves and the thighs. We just swish it just to loosen up the groin area. From the windshield, we can put our right leg straight and bend the left knee into a 45-degree angle and put that over the right leg. From there, we bring our right elbow over the left knee to create a twisting. This pose is known as the ruler pose. Taking deep breaths to really embrace our lower back, just to expand the chest while we twist, and looking bold, looking graceful as we release and switch to the other side. Just be mindful of the blood flow. Be mindful of the tension within the butt cheeks. Keeping on with the breath, keeping it nice and steady. We are transitioning to the next pose, which is our caterpillar. Putting our feet straight on the long side of the mat, or your shoal. We breathing into the chest. Let the breath travel down your spine into the stomach area, and just open up and just cleanse, allowing flow and movement. You may notice you begin to magnetize going closer, more forward as you bend gently, maintaining a posture with the spine that is erect, and keep a stable spine. With the breath, we move backwards, belly to the floor, lifting up our chest into a sphinx, also known as the baby cobra pose. Encouraging dynamic movement and flow within this posture. We can drop our shoulders and just create some organic movement to promote more blood flow along the spinal channel. Inverse posture to the cobra is the child's pose. So let's bring our knees together and bend forward, just surrendering our foreheads to the earth, stretching our hands over and above our heads to really get into the shoulders, really giving ourselves a rewarding stretch, a fulfilling stretch. Here, it may seem intuitive to bend your forearms, to bend your elbows, to bring your forearms to your biceps for a triceps. As we come out of our child's pose, let's bring our knees back, and as we did for the first cobra, now we are lifting our whole abdomen off the floor, going for a deeper back bend. This is opposing to the child's pose, going into what we know as a full cobra or a seal's pose. And with this, you may feel that compression around your lower back, just above the buttocks. By now, you may be experiencing pleasant and uplifted mood, just being more in tune within your body and your environment, being more perceptive to the peace, the tranquility all around you. We are slowly putting our chest to the ground, and then join me in lifting your right knee up beside you till it is parallel with your hip, and just putting the knee at a 90-degree angle back to neutral, and do the same for the other side, lifting our left knees up beside us to a 90-degree angle and just chilling out. This is a brief intermission, a very loosening, and from here we can go into neutral and prop ourselves up. From there we are going to lean back now. Things are going to start getting interesting, as you can go on your knees, opening up your legs just to sit between your feet, and from there you can just lean back as far as you can. If comfortable, you can rest on your elbows, feeling that sensation in the quads, really just feeling that energy circulating as you breathe. Surrendering to your weight, getting more comfortable while taking deep breaths. From here, I just want us to feel a loosening, a lengthening within the thigh muscle. From there we can bring ourselves up slowly, propping ourselves up as we continue to breathe till we find ourselves on our knees. From this point on your knees, you can bring your feet underneath your bum, put your toes on the ground, and we sit on our feet, on the heels of our feet, just gently twisting our head clockwise, going from the front, dropping our heads to the side, lifting them behind us, and then doing the same motion counterclockwise. Okay, you can bring your hands in front of you and all the way in front of you as you begin to drop your chest, maintaining bend in your knees keeping your butt high, focusing on that stretch from the tummy to the chest and from the shoulders to the hands. This is known as the melting heart pose. Let's bring it back, lying flat on our backs. Lift your legs up and over your stomach, over your chest and behind your head, maintaining slow and steady breathing, making sure you're comfortable with the form. The more your breath connects with the body, the better, the clearer the form, and the further we're able to sink in. Gently focus on connecting the breath with the body as we retract the motion, going back into neutral. We slowly lift our legs over the head, back into the sky, and ultimately till we reach our sitting position. We can move from lotus, and you can go on your knees, sitting on a toe squat, doing the head twist again, just to loosen up the fluid and promote the thorough flow of energy. Let's place our hands cradling our head. From there, stretch your legs out to the sky, embracing the full vertical inversion that we're in, encouraging blood flow to our brains. We can begin to carefully bring ourselves back to ground, to neutral. What I'm doing from here, I guess, can only be described as perfecting my scorpion pose, which of course needs a bit of practice, as we can see. Then we close off with lotus, just sitting and just centering our breath, centering our bodies, reflecting on the wonderful session